What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some more Clash of Clans. Today, we're back on the Townhall 11, kind of still farming our way towards Titans League, and today we've swapped our army up a little bit. We've been doing the Electrone into E-Drags, really powerful camp, lots of 3-stars with it, but today, we're going to mess around a little bit with the Electrone into Miners, because they do have a similar funneling strategy. Miners, E-Drags, and Dragons all kind of do the same thing. They don't, have to worry about walls, and they target anything. So the main thing to make them work well is to make sure they have a funnel to follow, so don't just spread out, because it's never good if they spread out. But I picked it up the other day, and I've been doing some attacks with it, and so far, it's been going really well. I've only had one time fail so far. The rest have been 3-stars. 92% time fail. I wasted way too long setting the funnel up. It happens. But pretty solid success rate so far, so I'm pretty happy with it. It's nice to have at least some ground attack, because sometimes sweepers just don't make air attacks viable. And if I have a ground strat, well, then that's good. So we're going to jump out today, do a couple attacks with this, hopefully get some 3-stars. Let's get to it. Let's get out there, find some raids, and hopefully smash their booties. Alright guys, I think we're going to take this guy to start things off. He doesn't have a ton of loot, but with the loot bonus, it kind of makes up for it anyway. Hasn't been hit, so there's a decent chance he's got a clan castle. That's always nice, really helps you, up your game if you're hitting people with clan castles. So starting things out, his sweeper placement, not the greatest. I think I can sneak down from the top with a blimp here and maybe knock out a pretty good chunk of this base, hopefully. You never know, sometimes things go terribly bad and wrong, but we'll start with a balloon right there. Nothing, we're good. Let's go ahead and get our dude coming in like so. Drop the clones right there and the rage. Go ahead and break that sucker. Hopefully those balloons will take down that eagle. Only one went over there, which is a little bit annoying, but he might get it. He did. Absolute freaking beast. Didn't quite get that other single down. He's going to definitely get that E-Drag out. But we have made a huge chunk of this base absolutely vanish. And that is exactly what you want. So I'm going to go ahead and I think feed myself an E-Drag in right here. Help set that funnel up a little bit better. Maybe down here we'll just go with the BK. I'm going to see if that E-Drag does go down. It's going to go up, it looks like. So I can drop my queen back there. Totally fine. That ground expo is going to give her a bit of a booger, but whatever. She'll be good. Let's go ahead now, get our P.E.K.K.A. over here to help knock some of that garbage out. I'm going to come in here at the top and try to get this single target Inferno down. That's the game plan. So how are we going to do this? We're just going to run a couple of these suckers on this side over here to help thin that down. And go ahead and just drop a bunch of these farts together. Go ahead and get that dude down. So far, everything's going all right. Now, the main thing is just making sure your heals don't get totally wasted. So probably one down there on that bomb. Help them stay alive. It's mainly through splash damage you got to worry. We're going to leave that one ground expo up, but that's totally fine. We can make that work. All right, dudes. Beep. Get a heal right there. Oh, Warden, of course, getting smacked on. Can I get you with a minion? Because that would be freaking beautiful. Absolutely beautimous. We're doing great. So we got plenty of miners down here pushing their way through the base. There's not too much left. Just drop a freeze here on these single point defenses. And I think we're going to have the 3-piece. There's a ton of freaking barbs going down here. Absolute buttloads of miners. Looking like a pretty clean 3 there. Wasn't a lot of like, was it going to work kind of thing. Minion, can you take that down for me? Can you kill it before they get there? Absolutely not. You're going to have to take, there we go. Boop. Perfect. Not a bad way to start things out. But as you can see, the main thing that matters with this camp is going to be setting that funnel up, because if you don't set it up, like even with dragons, if they flay out too much, they take too much damage, they can't put enough damage out. It's all about moving through the base quickly. And that's why I kind of like miners. They move fast in general, which is great. But if you get a big clump of them, they can take things down really fast. Plus, they're great at taking down heroes themselves or clan castles. If they're, like witches and stuff, they can handle that, which is nice. But there we go. First 3-star down. Let's get back out there and see if we can't get another 3-star. Alright, peeps, I think we're going to give this guy a shot here. He has 3 of his air defenses down. It doesn't really matter, obviously, when you're going to be using a ground attack. Plus, his sweepers kind of are just far enough. They don't really range together well. They don't cover each other, so I can blimp into one side of those and should be okay. We're going to go ahead and start things off with a balloon here on this mortar. And then I'm going to go ahead and blimp in behind that. I might just let that thing eat for a second, see if it pulls a black mine, because that would be beautiful. Will it? Will it pull a black mine? Looks like no. That's all right with me. I'm not too upset about that. We'll go ahead and I'm going to clone right there with the rages and break it. There we go. He's got some air skellies. That's not really a problem. Actually, I honestly prefer air skellies when I'm using miners, because It doesn't bother them, doesn't slow them down at all. All right, so we're kind of narrowing the base down a little bit here. That E-Drag's going to get some serious value right now, which is great. Freaking love that stuff. Can drop the BK down here just to kind of eat a little bit. I'm going to drop the P.E.K.K.A. up top with the Queen behind him. I like to do that. The P.E.K.K.A. kind of tanks for the Queen and lets her kind of get that first layer of buildings behind the walls down, which is fantastic. Drop a secondary E-Dragon down here to kind of help narrow the base down some more. Because really, the name of the game here is just make the base narrow. So we're going to go ahead and, it's going to be kind of awkward for the finger touches. There we go. I got all 3 of them down? I think I did. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. We're good. Let's go ahead and get our Warden down here. I'm going to push closer to the Eagle to start with because I do kind of want to get the Eagle down as fast as possible. Don't want to leave it up for too long. That's kind of a problem if it does stay up too long. Miners working their way through. Probably drop my first heal right there just because a couple of them are a little weak from those Eagle blasts, but it's going down pretty quick. Go ahead and pop that Queen, get her doing her thing. Drop a freeze over here on this clump of stuff. Whoop. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Dropped a heal right there. Don't really need the heal right now. We're absolutely crushing the crap out of this guy. I feel a little bad for him. I don't. He's 26 trophies for me. Pop that king ability. Get him smashing some crap. Don't even need the minion, but I'll drop him anyway because if I don't, then it screws up my army camp. But that was just that was overkill. Just absolutely blew through that base. I guess having the air defenses down does help me a little bit because it keeps my E-Drag up longer in the blimp. But dude, if you guys are sleeping on the blimp, if you haven't tried the blimp strats out, give them a shot. They are so strong. Townhall 10, Townhall 11, all day long you can just smash people with it because people don't really defend against it too well. Double air mines will get you, so you got to watch out for that. But other than that, I mean, other than sweeper placement, there's not a lot that stops the blimp. The blimp does work. But there we go, another 3-star down, looking great. We'll get back out there and hopefully get ourselves another one because this is going pretty hot so far. Let's do it. All right, I think this is going to be our next victim here. He's got pretty bad sweeper placement to defend against a blimp. They just aim out this way, so I can hopefully blimp in to get that eagle. Should be able to. If I don't, whatever. It's not that big of a deal, but I think I can get this base narrow enough. The miners just eat the crap out of it. Plus, he's got a lot of money, and that's always good. So let's go ahead and get our balloon in here. Test for a sneaky little mine, because those are never fun. We'll do it right. We'll do it over here on this side, just in case. I don't see one popping up, so we're just going to go with it. All right, as long as I can get it rightish. Oop, right there. Come on, get the rage down. There we go. Everybody's moving through. Smashed out that air defense. But is he going to get down that? Oh, he may not. Oh, he got one shot off. He's not going to get the eagle down, but that's not the end of the world if you don't get the eagle. We can definitely still make that happen by pushing in the base. Just got to make the base a little bit more scrawny. So let's go ahead and drop ourselves an E-Drag over here to kind of eat that corner out. Get ourselves a P.E.K.K.A. up here with our queen to knock out the enemy queen and kind of help funnel down that. So I'm going to push in. I think I should probably push the bottom. Whatever. We'll make it happen. It'll all work out in the end. I believe. I believe, and that's the main thing. You got to believe. If you don't believe, it ain't never going to happen. So I probably should have pushed the bottom, but we got a better funnel up top. Pop that queen ability because she is getting absolutely hammered right now, and that is never fun for her. Go ahead and get 3 fingers. It's kind of hard to do. Got to get into the proper position. Pop the king's ability because he's getting kind of pooed on right now. We're going to push in from the top. Hopefully they don't skirt the town hall. They might, just because it's, you know, there's a bit of a gap there I made with my first E-Drag push, but we'll see what happens. We might be just fine. All right, everybody, do your thing. I think this group here is going to go to the town hall, which they are. Let's go ahead and freeze all this stuff right here. Ooh, pop that heal, because there's a big group of very sad-looking boys right now. That's all right. Town hall has gone down. We're doing all right. Still got the warden ability. He does tag really far behind these dudes, kind of like his superpower. We'll go ahead and pop it. Miss that whole group over there, because that's exactly how you're supposed to do it, but it's okay. Got a minute 12 left, a pretty good chunk of miners up. He has a lot of damage down on this side of the base, but I think we're going to be all right here. This E-Drag's going to sneak in this backside, give him a little bit of what for. Miners are taking quite the split on this bottom half of the base, and that's really you don't want that. When they split up, they don't do enough damage to kill things fast, and then everything gets to kind of shoot on them. E-Drag's gone down. We're losing troops left and right. Oh, that was ugly. Only going to be, what, a 90% too? Maybe? Nope, not even that. Little boy there's getting smacked on. He died. He did. But we got a freaking buttload of that money. Wasn't the greatest attack. I probably should have funneled from the bottom. I wasn't really thinking right there, because the Inferno was down there on that side anyway, so why would you push on the opposite side? I don't know. I make smart decisions. It's what I do. But there you go. There was the first fail I've had so far that wasn't a time fail, so, you know, it's not a perfect army, but it can be if you're perfect. I don't know. Whatever. We'll get out there, find another attack after I spend some of this money up, because we are capped on Elixir now, and hopefully we'll get a 3-star, kind of redeem ourselves a little bit, because that was a little bit sad. All right, we're going to take this guy for absolutely sure. A, he's got a buttload of money. 2, he's worth 31 trophies. I just can't skip that kind of stuff. It's too much good to say no to. So I'm probably going to blimp out for the Eagle just to get rid of it early, because I think I can kind of sneak my way through the rest of the base. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a balloon down like boop, and go ahead and drop our blimp in like bloop. And I think if I break the blimp in the right spot, if the blimp makes it to the right spot, I should get a pretty good amount of value out of it. Like right there. There we go. We're going to get that yep, there goes the Eagle down. Plus we've got an E-Drag kind of in the middle. He's going to get pushed by that sweeper a little bit, which is annoying, unless... Ah, killed it. Suck it, nerd. Suck on that noise. So now pretty much what we have is just the external part of the base to raid, because the rest of it's kind of already been taken down. I'm going to probably drop myself an E-Drag right to clean up all that stuff. I'm going to go with a P.E.K.K.A, I think, up top here with the Queen, just to kind of kill this part of the base. Boop. I'm probably going to push down here from the Town Hall and just work my way that way. I might need to drop the BK in here to make sure they go in for that Multi-Inferno, because if they don't go after the Multi-Inferno, well, that would kind of suck one, and I wouldn't like it. But I think, at the moment, we'll probably be okay here. If I let this E-Drag eat a little bit more of this side of the base, we should be good. I just don't want miners to fork off at the start, because that's never good news. Let's go ahead, though. I think we'll start them right up here. They'll end up working their way together. It'll be fine. It'll be great. Get the Warden in with them, because the Warden's important like that. BK's doing great. That Queen combo is just kicking booty all the way down the side of the base. We'll go ahead and pop like so. Get ourselves a heal in right here, because there's a big group of miners there. There we are. Do I need my little fart for anything? I don't think so. Minion's all right for now, but we are just crushing through this guy. Not that it's kind of a dead base, so let's be honest. It was never going to be that hard, but I just couldn't pass that up. 31 trophies and buttloads of loot. How could you? Good lord, we didn't use our last spell. Oop, better drop it. We're good. Go ahead and pop all our abilities, but good god, we absolutely don't use that base. All right, but there we go. A freaking buttload of money out of that. Good lord, with the loot bonus over 1 million gold. That's always nice news. That was good. 31 more trophies. It's a great way to end it. 4 victories today. One of them wasn't quite a 3, but what are you going to do? I'm not perfect. I try to be, but, you know, whatever. Anyways, there we go. 38-32. Inching our way closer to what? 270-ish cups away from being in Titans again. That'll be nice. I do kind of want to see if I can hit Legends. I feel like I can, because I'm decently confident in 2-starring 12s. I don't feel like it's something I just can't pull off. I can do it pretty regularly, so I think I could probably get there. I'll just get immediately smashed out of Legends, but whatever. But there we go. I think that kind of showed the army off today. We did pretty well. Out of the 4 hits, 3 3-stars. 1 was, let's be honest, a little bit of a dead base, but whatever. The 87% made me a little bit sad, but the loot was great, so I don't care. But there we go. So, Electrone into miners works really well. I didn't expect it to really suck or anything, because it works with dragons really well and E-Drags. And drags, E-Drags, and miners are all pretty much the same unit. They target anything, walls don't bother them, so it's all about setting that funnel up. If you give the army a shot, the main thing to make sure you do is make sure you're making the base as narrow as you possibly can. You don't want your miners to spread out on you, because then they just take too much damage, they can't deal enough damage, they just fizzle, and your spell space gets kind of wasted, because if you can't heal your big group of miners, it's kind of a waste. You want your troops to stick together as much as possible. But there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please make sure, smash that thumbs up button, show your support, and I will see you guys in the next one.